Hello, everyone. Khoshambid, Sat Shri Akal, Assalamu alaikum, Shnonik. Welcome to my channel. So, I hope you're enjoying learning English. And in today's blog, I'm going to teach you that how to use transition words in emails and server response. So, I made this blog for all of you for people who are interested in giving CELPIP test for Canada PR. If you want to immigrate to Canada, and if you want to give CELPIP test for this purpose. So my blog is going to help you that how you can improve your writing test score by using transition words in emails and server response. So I hope that you're familiar that like in the previous blogs, I shared the format, the writing test format with you, and I shared that you will write emails and server response. And I discussed with you that if you will use transition words in emails and server response, then you will achieve high band in writing. So you just need to follow simple tips and you can get 11 bands in self-pip writing. How I achieved 11 bands in self-pip writing, I will share that tip with you. I use these transition words. Yes, yes, all of them. When I wrote an email and a survey response, according to the situation, I use these cohesive devices. And I use simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence. So now I'm going to share a sample with all of you. So this is a sample. So in your self-pip writing task 2, you will find this question, task 2, which will be about writing a survey response. So this is the question. So as discussed in the previous email, you will choose from option A. If you think that option A is your opinion, you will take option A or option B. So you will find two options and then you will decide which one is your opinion. And then whatever you will choose, then after clicking on that option, you will find this reading information. You will find this question that read the following information. So there will be a situation, there will be a topic and a situation, and you will be asked to write a survey response. So this is the sample. So, so a test taker wrote a survey response and he or she achieves band 7 to 8 in this writing task. So now I will discuss some tips. I got 11 bands. So how I got 11 bands, how you can improve this survey response. What you can do is you can see that you need to write few paragraphs. This is very simple. At least it's quite simple because you just need to uh, share your ideas. It's all about you. So you just need to write some paragraphs and mm, it's easier than IELTS writing test where you have to write an argumentative essay and a letter, formal or personal letter. So this is very simple, just writing few paragraphs, and if you follow some basic rules and some steps, then you will be able to get a very high score in this writing test. So what you need to do is that, for example, you can see that in the first paragraph, you can add some transition words. Like if, like this is the first sentence, and then you can, when you want to add more details, here you can write moreover. So in this way, you can use transition words and phrases in your survey response and emails. Then when you are discussing after moreover means that you are like giving more information. You have discussed something and now you are presenting more information. So moreover is the transition word which you can always use here. And then furthermore, which means now you are providing more information, even more information. Okay, so here furthermore. And somewhere when you're giving examples, you can write for example, and then give an example and provide more details. You can you can, and when you give another example in the next paragraph, instead of writing for example, you can write for instance. So in this way, you can use a variety of transition words and phrases. And other uh, two most important transition words and phrases which you can always use in your writing when you're writing emails or survey response are likewise and similarly. So when you are writing something, for example, newspaper is one of the oldest source of information in the world, but nowadays many online versions are available in the market that are good alternative source of information. Moreover, and something about it. So now you can add likewise here, likewise, and provide more information. And when you will write likewise, it means that there is a connection between all this information, okay? To show that the first idea is connected with this idea which you're going to write. And likewise will suggest that you are adding more details about the same topic which you have discussed. Not a new topic. If it's a new topic, you will not use likewise. You will use moreover or furthermore. Likewise is used when you are adding more information about the same topic. Okay, so here the topic is say same. It's about newspaper and likewise and other details. And then you can also use similarly providing that after providing details. You can use similarly, the same topic, and more information. Okay. So in this way, you can use these transition words and phrases. And you can use also thus in between these paragraphs when you want to say, so for example, here in the last paragraphs, you can say, write this. So that is why this should be the reason. Therefore, you can write therefore, thus, also. In between these paragraphs, you can use also, and finally, or overall. Okay. So when you will use these transition words and phrases, you will see that by using these transition words and phrases, you're going to convey this message to your examiner that you can write cohesive paragraphs and Like there will be connection between different topics when you're using these transition words, and there will be cohesion in your paragraphs. The reader, the assessor who is going to read your emails and server response is going to understand what you're writing. So that is readability. You will score more when the assessor understand what you are saying, when things are more clear because you have used transition words, and the assessor can easily understand the links between different topics. And when you add more points, so you use the perfect transition words, and the assessor understand, okay, this is another point. There's no confusion, and you will get a very high band by following just simple tips. So these transition words are so simple, and when you use them, you can get a very high band. And yes, and this is another example, another sample. This sample, and what you can add here, you can add a lot of simple, compound, and complex sentences. I used a variety of complex sentences. You can watch my videos related to complex sentences. I have uploaded my YouTube lessons titled Writing Complex Sentences, and you can learn how to compose complex sentences by watching that video. And here I'm just going to discuss that what kind of complex sentences I used, um, and achieved 11 bands in writing. So I used complex sentences starting with although. Although, when we have although, there is a situation which I discussed, and then there's something else, some opposite contrast is shown in an although sentence. Although I discussed a situation, but in the next clause, there will be a contrast that something else is happening. Although this is happening, but in the next clause, something else is happening, and no conjunction after comma, the or something else. I used although. And despite the fact that I used this complex sentence, and even though, sentence which begin with even though, comma, okay, full stop. And obviously, I used complex sentences and compound sentences. Don't forget to use fanboys conjunctions when you're writing your server response and emails. So don't forget to use these compound sentences, and please watch my YouTube lesson titled Writing Simple, Compound, and Complex Sentences to learn how to compose compound sentences. And if you haven't watched that, please watch that video and understand that what are fan voice conjunctions and how to compose compound sentences. And use those compound sentences when you're writing your server response and emails. And yes, don't forget to use simple sentences. So when you are beginning the paragraph, you can begin with a simple sentence and then use a variety of transition words, which I have discussed with you in today's blog, and use these complex structures and compound sentences. And then when you will follow all these tips, you will see that you're going to get a very high band in your CELPIP writing test. And yeah, a lot of complex sentences, not only. Okay, so then I discuss my view, but another complex structure, and yeah, nevertheless, another complex structure, comma. So you're telling the examiner that you are, you're telling the examiner that you have the capacity to use a lot of sentence types and transition words, and you're an amazing writer, and you are going to impress your examiner, and you will achieve a good band in your writing test. So these are my YouTube lessons. Don't forget to watch these lessons. And yeah, this is what I was discussing: content, coherence, vocabulary, readability, task fulfillment, when. So, yes, friends, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and like my blogs. And if you want to watch more videos related to self-help writing, and if you want to learn more about it, I will definitely make more videos. Just let me know. Uh, Motivate me by subscribing my channel and by posting your comments, so I know that you are listening and you're learning, and what else you want to learn, please let me know so that I will make more videos um, about that topic. And if you want to learn more about vocabulary, like what kind of words we should use when we are writing emails and survey response, then I can make a blog about that. And please let me know in your comments section if you want me to make another video about that topic, about vocabulary. So don't forget to subscribe my channel and like my channel, and enjoy your weekend and enjoy learning English. And yeah, have fun.